for solving your problems or for overcoming your challenges. We all have problems, don't we? Problems are meant to be solved. So often, though, when we encounter these challenges, we lose our balance, or we feel ashamed. We think, why am I having these problems? It must be my fault. When actually, if we look at it, our problems are often the opportunities that we need to take us to the next level. I've developed some ways of dealing with problems over the years. And one of my heroes is a man who lived and died many millennia ago. His name is Marcus Aurelius, and he was a fine leader. And he says, the first thing is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. So the first thing is, don't panic. And what I do, the first thing for me is, I find a quiet space to think. So often, don't you find you're so busy you feel like you just need the time to think, to sort through. I do something each day. I have quiet time. I'm a person of faith, so I pray. I find that helps to center me. So the first thing is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. There's no substitute for consulting with experts or your network, or with your management team or your board. But you do need to keep an untroubled spirit so that you can find the solution, so that you can find that the epiphanies happen when you get quiet. That's what I found. The other thing I want to encourage you with is another hero of mine, Thomas Edison. You know, things don't go your way the first time. Think of what Thomas Edison said, which is, I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. And stick to it. And stick to it. Or, as Dale Carnegie said, another one of the people that I admire, he said, most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying, even when there seemed to be no hope at all. So here's my call to action for you. Where in your life do you need to be doing first things first? How do you reorganize for that? What are some of the inklings or passions that you have had? And have you tabled them? Do you need to revisit them? Is there something you've been dreaming of that you need to take another look at? And finally, how are you cultivating a mindset to overcome your challenges? Because problems are made to be solved, and you're going to have them. One more personal story, especially about these inklings. Since middle school, I've been thinking about elected public service. And for one reason or another, it wasn't the right time, or I had a reason why I wasn't doing it. But in the last couple of years, I revisited that, and I looked around and started to do my homework, my due diligence, and I realized we don't have any businesswomen in the state Senate. We have far too few entrepreneurs, people who have found the courage, like you have, to start a business. People who know the courage and sacrifice that it takes to start and grow a business. People who celebrate entrepreneurship and the virtue and value of that. And so finally I realized all the reasons that I had to not do this were no longer valid. And it was time to step up and find my courage in a whole new way and follow the example of what I've just said to you this afternoon. So that's my latest journey. And I want to close with two things. I asked you 3 questions in my call to action about first things first, and about listening to your inner voice, and about navigating challenges and overcoming your setbacks. But I also want to ask you to get involved and register to vote and think about what you want out of your elected public servants. And if the folks that are representing you celebrate the virtue and value of business, because you're the future. 75% of all new jobs, as I said, it's up to us. It's up to us to help fix this economy and to tap into ingenuity that we all have, the ingenuity and the ideas and the innovation that is in each one of us. So I'm going to close again with what Margaret Mead said, because I think she was an anthropologist and she studied civilizations and societies and men and women. But I think she was also talking about small business owners when she said, "Never doubt that a small group of people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever